Where should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father's. I spoke with this man.
Why, that same pale, hard-hearted wench, that Rosalind, torments him so that he will sure run mad.
Tybalt, the kinsman of old Capulet, hath sent a letter to his father's house.
A challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Aye, he will answer the letter's master, how he dares being dared.
Alas, poor Romeo, who's already dead, stabbed with a white wench's black eye, run through the ear with a love song, the very pin of his heart cleft with a blind bellboy's butt shaft. And is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why, what is Tybalt?
More than prince of cats, he's the courageous captain of compliments. He fights as you sing French song, keeps time, distance, and proportion. He rests his minim, rest 1, 2, and the third in your bosom. The very butcher of a silk button, a duelist, a gentleman of the very first house, of the first and second cause. Ah, the immortal passado, the punto reverso, the high!
Here comes Romeo! Here comes Romeo!
Signor Romeo, bonjour! There's a French salutation to your French slop. You gave us a counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Mercutio. My business is great, and in such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy. Here's a good gear. A sail, a sail.
Two, a shirt and a smock.
Peter!
Anon!
My fan, Peter.
Good Peter, to hide her face, for her fan's the fairer face.
Out upon you, what a man are you?
One, gentlewoman, that God hath made himself to mar.
But my troth, it is well said, for himself to mar, quotha. Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I can tell you, but young Romeo will be older when you have found him than he was when you sought him. I am the youngest of that name, for fault of a worse.
If you be here, sir, I desire some confidence with you. She will indict him to some supper.
Romeo, will you come to your father's? We'll dinner thither.
I will follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell. Lady.
I pray you, sir, what saucy merchant was this that was full of his ropery?
A gentleman, nurse, that loves to hear himself talk, and will speak more in a minute than he will stand to in a month.
Scurvy knive, pray you, sir, a word, and as I told you, my young lady bid me inquire you out. What she bid me say, I will keep to myself. But first let me tell you, if ye should lead her in a fool's paradise, as they say, it were a very gross kind of behavior, as they say, for the gentlewoman is young, and therefore if you deal double with her, truly it were an ill thing to be offered to any gentlewoman, and a very work of dealing.
Nurse, commend me to thy lady and mistress. I protest to thee.
Good hurt and I, faith, I will tell her as much. Oh, she will be a joyful woman.
What wilt thou tell her, nurse? Thou dost not mark me.
I will tell her, sir, that you do protest, which, as I take it, is a gentleman-like offer.
Bid her devise some means to come to Shrift this afternoon, and there she shall at Friar Lawrence cell be shrived and married. Here is for thy plans.
No, truly, sir, not a penny.
Go to. I say you shall.
This afternoon, sir, well, she shall be there.
And stay, good nurse, behind the abbey wall. Within this hour my man shall be with thee, and bring the cords made like a tackled stair, which to the high-top gallant of my joy must be my convoy in the secret night. Farewell, be trusty, and I'll quit thy pains. Farewell, commend me to thy mistress.
Now God in heaven bless thee. Hark you, sir.
What sayest thou, my dear nurse?
Is your man secret? Did you ne'er him say, two may keep counsel, putting one away?
Warrant thee, my man's as true as steel.
Well, sir, my mistress is the sweetest lady. Oh, when 'twas a little prating thing. Oh, there's a nobleman in town, one Paris, that would fain lie knife aboard. But she, good soul, has live see a toad, a very toad, as see him. I anger her sometimes, and tell her that Paris is the proper man. But I'll warrant you, when I say so, she looks pale as any clout in the versal world.
Commend to me thy lady.
1,000 times. So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen, amen, but come what sorrow can, it cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight. Do thou but close our hands with holy words, then love devouring death do what he dare. It is enough, I may but call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die like fire and powder, which as they kiss consume. The sweetest honey is loathsome in his own deliciousness, and in the taste of confounds the appetite. Therefore love moderately, love doth so. Too swift arrives us tardy as too slow. Here comes the lady, oh so light of foot, will ne'er wear out the everlasting flint. A lover may bestride the gossamers that idles in the wanton summer air, and yet not fall, so light is vanity.
Good even to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank you, daughter, for both of us.
As much to him, else in his thanks too much.
Ah, Juliet, if the measure of thy joy be heaped like mine, and that thy skill be more to blazon it, and sweeten with thy breath, then labor air, and let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that both receive in either thy this dear encounter.
Conceit more rich in matter than in words, brags of his substance, not of ornament. They are but beggars that can count their worth, but my true love is grown to such excess, I cannot sum up to the sum of half my wealth.
Come with me, and we will make short work, for by your leaves you shall not stay alone, till Holy Church incorporate.